My name is Dr. Victoria Katasi. I'm a pediatric neuro-oncologist and hematologist, a specialist who treats children with brain and spine cancers. I work in Mulago National Referral Hospital in conjunction with the Global Hope Program of Uganda. My work schedule includes outpatient days, which are twice a week, from Mondays, Tuesdays, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and a day in ICU on Thursdays from 8 a.m. to about 7:30 p.m. And in addition, I also do calls in the emergency unit. I also participate in research activities, especially in the area of pediatric spine and brain cancers, and also teach both undergraduate, postgraduate students in the medical school and students who are in the Pediatric Hematology Oncology Fellowship Program. In 2021, I suffered an episode of burnout. After completing my fellowship in Texas Children's Hospital in Pediatric Neuro-Oncology in August 2020, I came back to Uganda to work in the Pediatric Hematology Oncology Fellowship Program and also start a dedicated pediatric neuro-oncology service where we would specifically treat children with brain and spine cancers together with my team. So because of all the activities that I was engaged in, the teaching of students, the research, the clinical work, both in the outpatient and inpatient, I felt like I was overstretched. And at a certain point, I started realizing that I was exhausted, both mentally and physically. It became difficult for me to get up in the morning to come to work. And even on the days that I would come to work, I would feel chronically tired. I lost my sense of creativity and my sense of purpose. I became quite irritable at work, and my relationship with my colleagues and my patients started dwindling because I was constantly irritable. And so finally, about a year down the road, I eventually decided to resign from my job. So I handed in a resignation letter and gave a 1-month notice to the administrators and was ready to pack my bags and leave. However, after consultation with some of my mentors and some therapists and a coach, I was told that I was suffering from burnout, and I was helped to create a strategy to overcome the burnout without actually resigning from my job. According to WHO, burnout is defined as a syndrome resulting from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. And burnout can manifest through a number of symptoms, which include mental exhaustion, physical exhaustion, depersonalization, cynicism, and being irritable, being distanced from your work and from your work colleagues as well. Burnout leads to reduced productivity, reduced creativity. It can lead to depression, and in some cases, it actually leads to people resigning their jobs. And if unmanaged, some people actually can end up committing suicide. And in fact, among physicians, it's been noted that the rate of burnout is actually high, and the amount of physicians who get depression because of burnout is on the rise. So it is actually a real issue for those of us working in the healthcare sector. So when I suffered from this episode of burnout, I came up with some strategies with help from my coach to help me overcome this episode and optimize my wellness so that I could actually perform again in my work to an optimum level. So to overcome the burnout and to make sure that I don't suffer from episodes of burnout in the future, I worked together with a lifestyle and mindset coach, and she put me in touch with a fitness coach who helped me to start physical activity that was intentional, scheduled into my work week to help me overcome the episode of burnout. So I would work with this coach 4 to 5 times a week in the gym and also outside the gym. I also started walking from work to home, and this would take me about 1.5 hours on a day, and I would do this about 3 days a week. And while at work, I would also use measures like taking stairs instead of taking a lift, taking breaks in between my work day and taking a walk around the facility just to help me become more physically active and also keep me mentally fit. So a year down the road, since working with my life coach and with a fitness coach, I am back to a place where I am optimally both mentally fit and physically fit. I am working 100% and performing really well in my work. And the impact has been shown because this year I have been able to publish 3 articles in international journals. And also I have had more children who are coming into the service, in the pediatric neuro-oncology service. And in addition, being able to continue with my practice both as a clinician, as a researcher, but also in the field of teaching, both the undergraduates and postgraduates. So physical activity has really helped me to overcome burnout. Thank you.